Hi there. Now let's talk about colors. Just like typography, colors are not only visual. They communicate meaning and create consistency across your product. Why we need a color system? Well, without a system, colors become inconsistent very quickly. A color system helps you stay consistent, make faster decisions, create a clear visual language. Instead of picking colors every time, you define them once and reuse them. Let's see some example. I will first choose a primary. Let's just say primary. Okay, and leave a small descriptions down here. Let's say this were use for um, main buttons, links, K action, and more. Okay, I'm going to make a square over here. Let's say 80 or 80, and I will make a little corner radius. Let's see. Yeah, just like this. And down here, I will leave two text. Let's say this one I want to be 256 3 oh 256 3EB. There it is. So I want to use this primary color. I'm gonna call it blue. And here I'm going to add this code just so everybody that sees it can copy it if they want. So let's do this. This. Okay. Maybe I'm going to change this to semi-bold. Great. And this, let's say, say 6 B7 to 80. That's too much. No, it's perfect. Yeah. Gonna try to change maybe this here as well. See how it looks. Okay. And then I can leave this with no. I like it more this way. Maybe just leave this on regular. And do this. No. This. No. Okay, I will leave it just like this. And then we go now to our secondary color. Secondary, this is like a sporting color. It's used for secondary action and supporting UI basically. So let's add here secondary color used for secondary actions and supporting UI. Great. Let's add, let's say 6366 F1. I'm gonna call this purple or lila. I will call mine lila. Make it more. Copy and that's it. Now we may go to let's go to our semantic colors first. Let's say success. And I'm gonna erase this because, well, this color it's for success notifications, for example, or buttons, or yeah, mainly that. So it should be something like a green color. Let's say 225, no, C55 E. Okay, and then let's say error. Okay, here it must change as well. Sorry. And here we say green. Oopsie. Okay. Okay, the error color, it's usually like, sorry, the arrow color, yeah, it's usually yellow or something like orange. So let's say EF4. No, yeah, the arrow color is red, sorry. And the warning color afterward, it's yellow or orange. So let's type here red and copy this here. Right. And warning. So this one. Let's see, F59E0B. So this is the warning color. Okay, of course you can choose a little different, but green for success, red for error, and yellow for warning. It's the mostly used color. So let's call this yellow and add this code. Over here. Okay, another color that we use, let's say it's a neutral scale, okay? So I'm going to add here neutral. And I think, sorry for that, I think it should be maybe like in a line instead of adding anything over here. So, oops. So I'm going to take this and add it. No, add it was. It was perfect. Okay, to add this afterwards and add the neutrals over here. So, neutral scale for the UI structure. Neutrals are used the most for backgrounds, texts, or borders. So let's leave a small description here. This is used mostly for backgrounds, text, borders. Okay. And then let's make 1, 2, 3, 4. I want to put them. Okay. Going to uncrop this for a little bit because I will add like this. 5, I think 5 is enough. Okay. Let's add now our scale. First of all, I will add white. And then I will add a scale of grays. In order to be easier to for developers to implement or easier to extend, also to keep everything consistent and predictable, I prefer to use numbers. So for example, gray 100. And then gray 300. let's say gray 500 and 900. So white, well, should be F, F, F. Okay, in order to see this, I will make a stroke to it. Let's say like this. Okay, then this gray, let's make it F3, F4, and F6. Great. And gray 300, D1, D5, D8. Okay, we go to grade 500, which I want to be 6, B7280. If you see, here are only one step, okay, 100 and 200 is not, so 300 is a little more. So you can add more if you need in your design. You can add the 200, you can add the 400, and here, well, 6, 7, and 800. So it's very easy to extend. Okay, and the last one. Let's say 111827. Okay, just like the typography, you must convert this color into styles in order to be more easy to use. So I'm gonna add this over here. Right. And now, one by one, let's add the colors. Let's say primary blue, and then secondary lila, and then the neutrals. So neutral white, neutral gray 100, and so on with the rest of the colors. This allows you to reuse the colors easily, stay consistent, and update everything globally. So, in summary, we define colors with clear roles. We use semantic colors to communicate meaning, we create neutral scale for structure, and we turn everything into styles in Figma for consistency. A good color system makes you design clearer, faster to build, and much easier to scale. Well, this was all for the colors lesson and how we add them to our design system. See you in our next class.